So I have got some weird truth to tell you. So most of the customers don't bounce from your page because your product is not right. They bounce because they have no idea what your product actually do. As a founder, you have been living with the product for a long time. So you understand it very well. Just by looking at the product, you can figure out what are the things it do. But your customers have no idea what your product does. Here is why your B2B SaaS product is not getting customers. First, let me tell you a story, small story. So it was a quiet afternoon. So mom was not there in the house. So the house felt little emptier. There was no one to ask me and my brother questions. So on that day, I returned to the house from the gym in the afternoon. It was around 12:30. But when I entered our house, my brother was actually acting strange. Not in an obvious way, but just a little bit. I thought something was fishy. You know, when someone is being too silent, or when someone is trying to not get caught in an obvious way. So that was him that day. So he had a satisfying smile on his face. I knew something was happening, but I didn't know, had any idea what was happening. So that's when I asked him, is everything all right? Yes, everything is all right. I told, okay. Now, after 4 days passed, and we both were sitting around in the house and was joking around. So in that tone, he told me, during that time he told me that, I have ordered a pizza 4 days back when mom was not there in the house. I paused. I started thinking that doesn't sound like him. Now here is a thing in our house. So in our house, whenever someone orders fast food, it's generally a shared ritual. So one of us uh, expresses the desire to eat fast food, and only if everyone expresses the desire to eat it, then he or she will order the fast food. So this is a kind of small gesture, that small check-in that always made food taste better. But when he told me that he ordered a pizza, I just laughed it off. So I told him, no way, no way, you order something without telling me, come on. So but then he pulls out his phone and opens the Domino's app, and I don't know, it was Domino's app or something, but he showed me a receipt from 4 days ago. So I believed him. After he showed me the receipt of the pizza he ordered, and I thought, how could I make such a big mistake, because I was right there in the house that day also, and I could not figure out whether he had ordered a pizza or not. And at that moment my face goes blank. I am half surprised, half betrayed kind of thing. Not because of pizza, obviously it was just a small pizza, it doesn't even matter, but because I had no clue. Right there in the house I was available on that day, still I had no clue. But I am usually in tune with what he does in the house. So it was kind of surprising. Now let me tell you a problem with most of the founders. So when my brother ordered the pizza and ate it, I was not mad because of pizza. I was stunned that something happened right next to me and I didn't even notice. No smell, no clues. There was nothing like that. It was as if the whole thing happened in another house. He knew the full story, and he even thought that I would have guessed it, and I chose to remain silent. During the conversation, he mentioned this thing that I may have guessed it on that day, and because I was not in the mood to offend him or say something to him, Because of that, I chose to remain silent, but it was not true. That moment forced me to think about later. Obviously, when I was reviewing this what happened, so I thought about how this thing happened in startup again and again. So just because you are close to something doesn't mean others understand it. Like, founders often build the product, write the homepage copy, and assume everything is clear because they have invested so much time building the product. And with the product, they were initially doing the whiteboard, talking to people, maybe talking to some customers, maybe talking to some friends, because they have lived with the product, so they understand the product very well. But what about your customers? Customers don't have a clue about the product when they land on your landing page. What they want is they want to figure out whether this product is for them or not, because they didn't sit with you on in the product meetings, they didn't do the whiteboard things, they didn't spend nights reviewing the roadmap of the product. So obviously, many of the product, when the customer land on the landing page, they have zero context, they have no context about the product. That is why when they don't get land on the landing page and the homepage messaging is not clear and it is somewhat confusing, the homepage messaging obviously, so they will say, I don't get it, this product is not meant for me. So that kind of thing they will say if the homepage messaging is not clear. They are not saying this because your product is bad. If you are a founder, you think your customers will understand the product just the way you understand it because you have invested so much time. You think that everybody who will land on the landing page and see this messaging, this vague messaging, they will understand the product. But this is not true. If you understand the product and your team understand the product, if you have a team and if you're not a solo founder, it doesn't mean that the customers will also understand the product, and usually they have just 2 or 3 seconds to make a quick decision whether this product is for them or not. So the right kind of positioning is needed. So let's see how right positioning will fix this. The right kind of positioning will fix this problem of with the customers not getting your product or not able to understand your product. So a few days ago, I was looking at the homepage of a website which helps salespeople with sales training through AI. For the first time, when I looked at their homepage message and their landing page, I didn't even understand they were a sales training company. I saw their homepage and around 3 times. Like, first time I didn't understand it, I left the page. Again I came on the page after some time, like 10-20 minutes, and then I left the page, and again I came back to the page after 10-20 minutes. Still I was not able to understand it. I have to go to YouTube and search about the company and found an interview of the founder with someone, and I watched the interview. Then after watching the interview for 50-20 minutes, after that I was able to understand what the product actually does. So think about how they were losing customers because of a landing page. Suppose I was a customer of that company and wanted to take sales training, but still even after visiting the landing page, I will not understand the product. That is why it is very, very important to have the right kind of messaging on the homepage. So if that company had not assumed that their customers would just get it, they would have tried to position the product correctly. Positioning is not about putting the clever word on the homepage, and it's about making things clear to the customer and giving them the right context. With right positioning, your customers are going to figure out who this product is meant for, whether they are the right fit for the product, what kind of product it is. With the right positioning, a customer is going to figure out these things on your own. You don't have to do a sales call. Just by sending the landing page or the sales page or any kind of page, if you have positioned the product correctly, they will understand the product automatically. You don't have to work for that. This is why right positioning plays a key role.